maybe I should record this one. Conejo y hormiga.
Okay, so hello everyone. This week is an International Education Week. Is a week that held by the U.S. Department of State for us as an exchange student, especially for celebrate the International Education Week by presenting our country, because our first aiming here is still sharing culture and bridge mutual understanding between countries. So I'm here with the YES program, or Canadian Lugar Youth Exchange and Study Program. So what is YES program? YES program is a full scholarship provided by the U.S. Department of State to the high school student from the significant Muslim population country, to bridge mutual understanding between those two countries. And this is some of the pictures. That pictures before our departure, and this is our orientation, international orientation in Washington D.C. And this is, we took a picture in Qatar because we have to transit in Qatar for about 12 hours.
What's happening in Qatar soon? The Soccer World Cup. But Qatar is pretty far from Indonesia.
Yeah, it's far.
Yeah.
It's for about 14 hours of flight. And this is some of the pictures from my other exchange student friends. There's from India and some of them from Turkey. And we had a lot of fun with them. And this is my main presentation. I will tell you guys about the beauty of my wonderland, Indonesia. So, where is Indonesia? Because I guess you know it, because you're there in my presentation yesterday in this whole class. So, this is the world map. Can you guess where is it? Which part?
Who wants to come up and point without touching? I mean, if you touch it, it'll mess up the screen, so. Okay, go touch. Well, it's in the ocean. See, kind of.
I see it.
Do you know where it is?
It's right there in the ocean.
Go point.
Right there.
Where?
There's a whole lot of ocean up there. Okay, so go point where you think it is. You don't want to, you don't have to. Okay. Come on. Good job. Just don't touch, just point to the right area.
She told you that.
I said it was in the ocean.
That Indonesia is near Australia, actually. So it's not really far. Australia is not really far from Indonesia. And move to the next one. Our capital city of Indonesia is Jakarta. Right there, that's Jakarta. It's one of the big cities that Indonesia have. And my country, Indonesia, is a democratic country, and also the government system is presidential. And as you guys can see, that's our president and our vice president. Our president name is Joko Widodo, and our vice president name, it's kind of long, but for short, it's called Ma'ruf Amin. And our form of government is republic. So people used to know Indonesia, usually know Indonesia as a Republic of Indonesia. So what's Indonesia currency? Because I bring some of the currency in here. So, where is it? So Indonesia currency called rupiah. Yeah, that's rupiah. Can you just say it? Rupiah. Rupiah. So here's some.
$100,000 bill.
No, it's not. 5,000 rupiahs, it's equal $1.
5,000.
And this is the highest currency that Indonesia have, 100,000 rupiahs, which is for about $45 or $40. And I didn't bring a lot of it. because I already exchanged the money in my report. This is like 15,000. I mean, if you guys want to touch it and like,
Pass it around.
yeah, just pass it. So that's called rupiah. You guys can like touch it while I'll like continue our
This does
presentation.
not even feel like actual money. It's just plastic.
No, it's not.
That'll make it that long.
And this is further information about Indonesia. So our Independence Day is on 17 August, and our national anthem called Indonesia Raya, or Great Indonesia. And we have total area for about 3,205 million. And also our percentage of the land is 29%, and the water is like 71%. So we had a lot of like percentage of water, and that's why it's made Indonesia usually called as a maritime country, because we produce a lot of like seafood and stuff. Our total population is for about like 273 million people.
Now, notice, she has points, dots, instead of commas. And that's how it is in most Spanish-speaking countries too. So they use a dot where we use a comma when you're talking money. And if you want like 4.8 something, they put, in Spanish, they put 4,8.
Yeah. So we are the fourth most populous country after China, India, and America. And move to the next one. What's Indonesian national flag? You guys can remember it? It's one of my cover, my first slide.
Isn't it like this
Like
big?
that with the little blue.
Good job, red and white. Yeah.
Oh,
So we has a meaning of the like red and white itself. So the red color represents the courage that our hero in the past like fight for the freedom. So FYI, our country has been colonized like from 6 different countries, and one of the countries that colonized us is Spain, and Spain colonized us for about like 171 years. And the worst one is we've been colonized by the Netherlands, the Holland. We've been colonized by 350 years. And that's why we, like, the red is like represent the courage and like the spirit that the hero have to fight for the freedom. And the purity, it means, the white represent the purity, like represent like the pureness of the hero that like they willingly to sacrifice everything they have, even though they have to sacrifice their own life for them to get the freedom. And this is our national principle. That's eagle, our symbol of our country. So why the eagle wings is like open wide. It represents that Indonesia will still develop, and will still develop until it get better, and better. And as you guys also can see, the eagles in here has a like shield with 5 different pictures, and each picture it's called Pancasila. So Pancasila, it's basically a word that came from the Japanese language, old language. So it's not Japanese, but Japanese with V. Pancha means 5, and Sila means basic. So basic or foundation. So Pancasila means like our basic or foundation of our country. And the star represents the belief. You can see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay. Thank you. The star represents the belief in the one and only God. The chain represents a just and civilized humanity. The tree represents the unity of Indonesia. The bullhead represents the democracy led by the wisdom of the representative of the people. And the cotton and the rice represent the social justice for all people. And as you guys can like see in here, this is like the sentence that the eagles hold. It's called Bhinneka Tunggal Ika. It also has a meaning. It means unity in diversity. So why? So this is like our motto or our slogan of our country. So why we use Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, or unity in diversity, as our slogan or our motto? It's because our country, Indonesia, has 1,340 tribes and 300 ethnics. We also have 17,508 islands, 801 local languages. We also have 6 official religion and more than 100 traditional religion. So our 6 official religion is Christian, Catholic, Muslim, Hindu, Buddha, and Confucius. So Muslim is like the most, like there's many people had a Muslim religion. So it's like for about 87% of the Muslim population in Indonesia have. We also had lots of cultures and arts. Move to the next one. Here's some of the tourism destination. This is Padar Island. This island is placed in my province, which is East Nusa Tenggara. It's on Flores Island. Padar Island, many people, especially the foreigners, like to go there because they can do snorkeling and they can like hiking in the go to the top of the cliff and see this kind of beautiful view. And this Padar Island is also considered as the one of the legacy of the world by UNESCO because it's just so beautiful, especially if when it's sunset or sunrise. And this one is called Melasti Beach. This beach is placed in Bali, located in Bali. I've been there to Melasti once last year in November. It's just very, very beautiful. And why this beach is kind of unique from others? It's because it placed behind the cliff, so it's like a hidden beach. So if anyone didn't ever come to see see clearly there's a beach down there, they will never recognize there's a beach down there. So it's kind of unique. And it's just so beautiful, especially if it's sunset and sunrise. Oh, this one is called Candi Borobudur or Borobudur Temple.
Say that again.
Borobudur.
You guys say it. I love the way she says Borobudur. Okay.
It's a Borobudur temple. It's like a Buddhist temple. So this temple many people believe that this temple has been built from the 800s before centuries, so it's a long time ago. And this temple has a 2,763 panels, and it also the most completed and the largest temple that exists in the world, especially the Buddha temple. And it also has 504 Buddha statues. So as you guys can see, this kind of mannequin in here, that's called statues. We have 504 in there. There are many people who go there not to for the religious vacation or something. They go there usually to learn. There are so many students to go there for educational learn something, to learn about Buddha religion especially. And this is our traditional musical instrument. This one is called sasando. It's from my province, and especially it's from the district called Rote, which my natural dad came from. So I know how to play it. It's kind of difficult because you guys can see the string in here is really, really close into each other. And if you want to play it, you have to recognize and see the string really clearly. And if you're not, you can miss the notes. So this made from the nature thing. The body is made from the bamboo. This thing the cover it made from the palm leaves. So the function is for maintain and produce the resonance and the vibrating that came from the string, and also the string made from the nylon rope. How you play this you play guitar, but the difference is when you play guitar, you put a guitar like this, but when you play this thing, you have to put it straight. But it's not really far from the guitar. And next one is gamelan. So this gamelan is like a traditional musical instrument, and they usually play it on like traditional event or something. They play, and also the gamelan came from the word gamel, which means vibrate, which means hit or beat. That's why like you can see the people playing it by hitting the like this thing. Moving to Indonesian art. Oh, this is called tenun. I bring it in here too. So tenun is like one of the most expensive arts that Indonesia have, and it's like an artful technique, Indonesian technique of making a fabric by weaving different colors of threads. So the colors from this tenun, it came from the natural thing, which is from the leaves, the roots, and sometimes they use seed of the areca nuts. They used to make the colors. So
Seed of what?
areca nuts.
What are areca nuts?
It's like a, I don't know how to, maybe I can show you guys
Is it a
later.
nut?
It's kind of like a nuts, but not a nuts. It's green, I guess. The fruit is green, but the seed, I don't really know what the color of the seed, but they use the seed for making this color of this tenun. And it took like almost 4 months, 4 months until a year to make this thing, because they have to like weave it with some traditional like machine. By the way, they make it manually with hands, with the machine when they make it with hands. And this is batik, a traditional Indonesian illustrated cloth which specially made by writing or applying the malam on the cloth, then processing it in a certain way that has its own characteristics. So what I wear today is called batik. This is like a national thing, national cloth that Indonesia have and Indonesia produce, because almost all the province has like produced batik, but the batik is kind of different of each province. It depends on the patterns and the texture of like the rags itself that they use. And the malam itself is like the thing that they use to like making a sketch or create the patterns of the like batik itself. And this is Indonesian traditional food. We have rendang. Rendang, considered as an Indonesian national dishes. There's many people love rendang because it's so. FYI, most of the people in Indonesia like spicy food, and rendang is like considered as a spicy food itself. So that's why many people love rendang, including me. It's just so good, and it's like a meat. Usually they use beef, but because in Indonesia, most of us, or most of the population is Muslim, and Muslim people didn't eat pork. So that's why usually they use beef for it. And it cooked with a low temperature for a long time, using like various spices and coconut milk, of course. And the cooking process is usually take for about hours. This one is jagung bose. This is like our like national dishes for my province. It makes from corn. Jagung means corn, but so that you know, guys, Asian people like to eat rice, but in my province, if sometimes we lack of rice, we used to make this as to replace the rice to eat it. So it's like a form of grits with containing a mixture of sei meat, and it's usually eaten with a grilled fish instead of rice. And sei meat is like a pork that they like burning it with some kind of like a leaves to make it like more smelly, and it's just super good. But in my province, this is super famous because most of our people is Christian. That's why they usually love it because there's a pork or steak meat in it, and it's make it more delicious. And this is tumpang. The next one is tumpang. Tumpang is like Indonesia cone-shaped rice dish with side dishes of vegetables and meat originating from Japanese cuisine of Indonesia. So, as you guys can see, all of the food like only in the one place, and the rice, they put the rice like make a cone shaped, and in the side of the rice, they put it like a dishes in that. So,
That's pretty.
yeah, basically they use this or make this for like a traditional ceremony thing. For example, like Ramadan. Mostly people used to like usually held Ramadan, and they used to because in Ramadan they fasting, and after they fasting they usually make this. Like
You know what fasting means?
Yeah, they make it.
Yeah.
And after that they make this, and sometimes it's used for the birthday party for the people like to eat. Okay, this is our moving to our unique traditions. We have it karik gigi. So this is like a tradition that like an old tribe has. It's called Mantawi tribe, and it's kind of scary. They use like some sharp objects to like sharpen some women. And it's only for women. So women's like feet. So it's kind of like represent their mature, and it's kind of like represent their mature enough, and also
What do you mean they're mature enough?
I mean
Mature.
like mature, like
Mature.
mature.
Oh, thank you.
And also, and also, it's like represent their beautiness. Like, so people who already sharpen, especially women, already sharpen their like feet. It means like it like kind of like show their beautiness and proving that they're already mature enough for that. It's kind of scary, but it happens. But it's only on in Mantawi tribes, so not all of the people. And this one is called Ikipalek. This is like a tradition from Dani tribe. This is one of the like old tribe too that still exists in Indonesia. They like cutting their finger. It's to like expressing their like sadness and soreness because they like lose their loved one, especially their relatives, their relatives, family, like brothers, sisters, and something like that. And they died, and they like represent their like sadness by cutting their one finger. And if like two people dies, and then two fingers. It's just like that.
What if everyone dies? Do they cut off their hand or does shirt come off their toe?
I mean, it's only for their relative.
See the one lady who's are pretty short. I wonder if you could have a little more.
Yeah. See, she only have like three finger. So it's just their tradition, but not all the people. It's just like some of the tribes still held like an old tradition that they have, and some of the people have a faith that if they didn't like continuing the tradition that they have, it will bring like a bad luck for them. So that's why they still keep maintaining this tradition. And this is why. This is elementary school. This is like the uniform. So each stage of the like school has their own uniform, and this is elementary school. We need 6 years to graduate from school, and only one teacher who teach all of the subject. So, for example, Miss Trump is a teacher in Spain, but when she's in Indonesia, she have to like teach the kids, especially the elementary school kids, like science, like language, math, every subject only teach by one teacher.
That's what they do in elementary school here too.
Oh, yeah.
One teacher.
And the elementary schools also has a limited option of sports activity, but it's basically on public school. But sometimes there's some public school or especially the private school, they had like various sports activity. This is the middle school. It needs 3 years to graduate from school, and we have like 10 subjects that must be taken. So there's some subject like a primary subject, and some subjects like the additional subject. But for the total, we have to take like 10 subjects for like graduate. And also, still the same, the middle school sometimes have a limited sport activity. So some of the middle school have like various activity, but some of them not have it. And this is the high school uniform. So we need 3 years to graduate from school, and we have 14 subjects that must be taken. And the differences in here is in our country, teacher is the one who's moving into student class. So we had our own classmate. So in my school, we have like 32 or 34 kids in one class, in each class. And the teacher is the one who's moving into the classes. Go to the next one, the facts about Indonesian high school. So in high school in Indonesia, we divide it by 3 major, which is science, social, and language. I'm in science major, so we usually in science we learn more like we have a primary and additional lessons subject. In primary lesson, we learn about biology, chemistry, physics, and math. That's a like primary one. In social, they more learn about like business, economic, and geography. So and history too. They like it's like their primary lessons. And for language, we have German language. In my school, they teach German language and also English. So in language, the primary lesson is only two primary lesson with and some of the additional lesson, but still each major have the total of 14 subjects. But there are some primary lessons and some of the additional subject. And we have to call the teachers Mr. or Mrs. Like is a must. So if you came to a teacher and just say his first name or her first name, you might not slap in the face. If you like say the teacher's first name in my country, you might be labeled as a troublemaker kids, unpolite, and also you might get slapped in the face. Yeah, because it's so mean if you said teacher's first name. And every Monday is a flag ceremony day, so we use our uniform, and like we used to like have a flag ceremony day. And it's on Monday, but when it's turned to like Tuesday to Saturday, we have like a ceremony thing, but it's not really unofficial. It's just like teacher talking in the front, like giving some motivational thoughts, motivational words to students, like to keep up their good work and stuff like that. And also on Wednesday and Thursday is our traditional day. Some of the school held it on Wednesday and some of the school held it on Thursday. So it depends on the school. So I just put both of them, Wednesday and Thursday, the traditional day. Especially most of the school have their own batik uniform to wear on a traditional day. This is like the example of it. And also the teacher have their own traditional batik uniform for there to use. And in my province itself, we have Tanun Fest to wear on traditional day. So we put our uniform like the white and the gray one. And after that we put the Tanun Fest on it. So we usually celebrate it like to appreciate the traditional day. And this is my high school. It's called SMA Negeri 1 Kota or one high school? I don't know. Satu means one. So this is like a public school. And we had 1,000 students in here. like for the total of the students, our school is kind of like a big school and one of the favorite school in Indonesia. I mean, not in Indonesia, in my province. So we're almost going to the end. I will introduce you guys to some of my friends. This is my friends on the debate club. This is some of the pictures that I have. So this is the pictures when we go to like the district level, and this is when we got a first place. This is second place, and this is first place. And this is when we like during the competition. This is when we built a case building, and yeah, this like some of the pictures that I have. And this is my classmate. I'm on the Science 1 class. And here's some of my classmates. This photo taken after we doing some like chemistry like stuff. And this picture taken, one of my friends wear the uniform and I didn't wear it. It's because this is one day before I go to Jakarta to prepare myself for my departure. So I didn't wear uniform. I just go to school to say goodbye to them. And this is one of my English teacher in my high school. And this is my I consider them as a family because we used to meet every day. This is my basketball family. So I play from the club and from the school in Indonesia. So this is like some of the pictures that we took. Oh, this is the pictures when on Independence Day. So we held the flag ceremony day, and like we have to wear our sports like uniform to represent our like sport teams, and we wear our like jersey. And this is this photo was taken after like our practice, and this one is like a very special moment for me because we got to play with some people from the different town. So we played together and learned together. And this is when we got a runner-up position. And these two, we got a runner-up position on the competition. And this one too, we got a runner-up position. And I actually had a lot of fun with them. And yeah, this one is called PIR. In Indonesia, we call it Pusat Informasi dan Konseling Remaja. So it's kind of like an organization that related with teenagers. And in here, we usually talk about teenagers' issues a lot because in my country, unfortunately, mental health, people is not really like think or like care about mental health because some of the like, especially the parents, they still think that if someone has a mental health, it means they not really like have a faith on God, not really like praying to God, and that's why it makes like our teenager like frustrated and didn't know where like they could talk to because sometimes the teacher cannot be trusted, and that's why we make this organization like to help the teenagers to talk about their issues and stuff like that. And yeah, that's all for me. Thank you, and it's International Education.
Questions? Preguntas?
Do you guys have any question or something?
That was very cool.
Thank you.
Show us where you live. So look up, open a new page up there maybe.
So like you learn science and then do you not learn any of the other subjects? You just do science all day?
No, as I said, it's just like, it's our primary lessons, and the additional lesson is like we learn about language. We still learn about like other things like language. We learn about sports. We learn about arts. We're still learning, but that's on additional section. The additional section, and so we in science we're more focusing about like learning about like science stuff. So it's kind of like a class to prepare us for the college. So when you enter in high school, they put you in a class that you like interest in it. So if you want to go to if you want to like go for being a like lawyer or something, you might be put on the social class. But if you want to be scientist or something, you can put in science class. But I want to be a lawyer, but I don't know why I got put in science, so it's kind of frustrated me. But I still have to survive. I still have to struggle with it. Oh, where I live?
Yes.
Oh,
Show us some images or
so
which island are you on? So in America, in larger cities, we have high schools that are magnet schools. So you can choose if you can get there. If you have someone who will drive you, you can't take the public bus or whatever. You can choose to be in a magnet school that is focused on science or science and math. And so when you get there, you will find other students who actually like science. So you're not going to school or going to class with kids who really don't want to be there. So they're usually able to move faster and farther. You learn more. And I would guess it'd be the same with this. They group them in what their interest is in, and then it helps them all get farther along in that subject than they normally would at a public school that was open to everyone, even those who don't want to actually be there. So at a magnet school in the United States, if you don't get good grades, they kick you out and you're sent back to the regular public school. Or if you misbehave or whatever. So I don't know if it's that way in yours, but.
this is like kind of like a famous building in my town. So my town is called my town is called Kupang City. Shoot, where is this goes? Kupang is like considered, so in Indonesia we have a lot of racist thing that happen, especially in religion. Because there are many cases, Muslim, like hostile the minority, but not all the Muslim, because most of my friends are Muslim and they're nice, but it's just like the fanatic people, Muslim people, like who, like being crazy about their religion. And that's, how do you know where?
It's like on the map, it might
Oh, okay.
show us where it is in the ocean. There's Sydney.
Okay.
Dude,
I'm typing, but why is
See all the trees where there aren't houses, so things just grow there.
Yep, so this is the hotel. This is the hotel, like near my house.
aren't you able to zoom like all the way down to the street so we can see your house?
Where?
Well, you want to see the street view or something, how do you do that?
No,
Or pictures.
Little person.
Google Earth? Like, oh shoot, hold on.
Little person in the corner.
Pretty hotel, looks like it has a cool pool.
No.
You got Google Earth. That's okay, let's try what, now can you type in where?
Just launch Earth.
Not there, that's.
Launch Earth.
recording.
And you should be able to.
Whoa.
Google
I still can't find the video that the guy said my balls are red. I still can't find it.
Any question again while waiting for this? Wow, what is this?
The Earth.
Makes sense. You guys can read it?
There you go.
Can you pronounce it?
Kupang City, Naikoten, Naikoten.
Yeah, you got it.
Here it goes. We're getting there. Look at this.
Wow.
Am I have to press here? Press that one?
Zoom in. I don't know, is there a little thing?
Yeah, there's a
Icon
little
where you-
plus sign. There's a little plus sign.
Zoom in.
Little
There
plus.
we go.
Oh, where is it?
All the roofs are red.
Some of them are silver.
And blue
Azul,
and green.
rojo,
I know it's
Rosada.
supposed to go. So, this is the hotel, and oh, why is not HD? My house is kind of like in here.
You can zoom in.
You can grab a
right
little
here.
person in the corner.
Yeah.
Where?
It'll
This one?
No, bottom.
In the other corner.
Other right. Other right.
What? Where?
In the
right.
Right.
Behind you.
This one?
You see the person? You drag them to where you want to go.
I guess it's
No street view data is available here.
So you just gotta go on the street and it looks like.
So my house is kind of like in there.
See, there's something. See. Now, zoom all out and show us where this island is.
The what?
Island. What's it look like in the whole chain of islands?
Oh.
Where do you live?
Okay.
That hurts my eyes.
So that's Kupang. That's Kupang, where this is like a capital city of our province, East Nusa Tenggara. So I live in a city, but it's not a really big city.
Do you have sharks at your beach?
Yeah, we have it, and
Lots of beaches.
we have a one. We also have like alligator,
Oh,
I saw
alligator.
one around there.
and there are many people like so we have a tradition. I forgot what is the name, but they used to like hunt the shark and like eat it. They hunt and they eat it.
Shark meat.
And also alligator too. It's on my mom's like town. They like hunt the alligator and like take the skin off, make something for that, and the meat they eat it. And
Is it
also
good?
like they said it's good, but I never tried it. And also they like produce the oil from the alligator, and they believe the oil like can like heal someone for some injuries and stuff like that. They still do it. And for the final one, do you guys still have a question? Good.
What's the spiciest food there?
Oh, the spiciest food? I guess. The spiciest. Oh, there's called ayam geprek. It's kind of like spicy, but not really spicy. But rendang is one of the spiciest food. We have a lot of spiciest food actually, because most of the food is spicy. Because most of the people like spicy food. And there's one food called ayam geprek. So you can like that's a chicken, and you like smash the chicken and it's like turn it like pieces, and you put like some spicy
ground
in there, and you can like choose what level do you want. So one chili or two chili or something like that, and you can choose whatever you want. Have any question again, guys?
Have you eaten at the Mexican Thai restaurant?
Yeah,
in Sydney?
I ate it.
They have Thai food?
No.
I went in there once and only saw Mexican.
So
Mexican Thai restaurant.
and the rice in Mexican. The rice in Mexican restaurant is kind of like a Indonesian rice. The taste is kind of like the same. Do you guys have any questions still?
When do you have to go back?
What?
When do you have to go back?
Do you guys have any questions?
When do you have to go back?
Me? Next year on June or July.
Dang, you can stay here for a long time.
Yeah, because I got a scholarship for a year.
Yay!
And can you guys like write a respond, whatever you guys want to write, just write it on there.
Proof that she actually did this.
And for my last performance in I sing.
Oh, we would love that.
Yeah. So this is like a international traditional song from my province.
Anybody in here in the guitar class? Wasn't somebody in here in the guitar class?
I don't think they're in there. I think it's time.
Oh, I'm in here.
You could use the shorter stool.
Yeah.
Or is it, yeah, come
That's
on.
what I'm-
Where's the shorter stool? Who stole my stool?
Well, mine proves.
Would you guys lift it over for her?
Are you supposed to eat the meat? Ah, wait.
So
That's what we have to write.
whatever you want to write. Like whatever your response from my presentation, everything you want to write. It's up to you. So this song is called Bolele Bo. It means good. And cannot means good. Bolele Bo is kind of like a song that like tells about how we really love and adore our home, our homeland. I really miss Indonesia right now. And hope you guys enjoy.
Back up here. Everybody come stand. Oh, I have to show. Come stand up here by the picture. No, you need the guitar out still. Oh! Okay, everybody gather right around here. Come on. Hurry. We gotta get to the announcements. Yay! Have somebody hold these things. Everyone stand in front of the picture. Come on. Gather round the famous Dea.
What?
Not
Guys, help me hold
Tell
these
people on the
back,
outside.
please.
Tell
Thank
people
you.
on the outside of the TV.
Oh, no.
Why don't you
I
like
want you to
come
stand
here?
right there. I want short people in front of the picture. Short people in front of the picture. Shorter.
Hold it properly, please.
Shorter. Tall people on the outside. Short people. Okay. Properly, now you guys are in the computer. Scoot in more. Come on.
I'll hold it.
Like you hold it.
How would you like to
Just
hold
hold it.
Okay.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, smile. Do we have anything else you could hold? Well.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not sure I got the guitar in, so let me back this out here. Okay. Shoot. 1, 2, 3. Sonríe. Oh, sorry. What? I don't see you. I just got a video of you doing that. We're on the wrong thing, please. We'll save that forever. Sonríe, smile. Excelente. Okay. Gracias.
Can you guys collect the sticky notes?
You should have sung in my community Christmas choir. You have a beautiful voice. You should be singing with our choir.
If you wanted to find a way to reach out to student council easier,
Good morning, City Eagles. Today is Tuesday, November 15th, 2022. My name is Cole, and this is...
And I'm Tate.
Yep.
Interesting fact of the day, it takes about 1 hour for a snowflake to reach the ground.
I did not know that.
Alright, main points for the day. Morning Grind Eagle Espresso will be open in the Commons from 7:20 to 7:45. APC has a meeting in room 302 after school.
And during first and second period, 100, I think that's correct, 100 of our best math students, not including me, will compete in the American Math Competition. It will have 25 questions and will be 75 minutes. Students will be allowed to use only pencils and scratch paper, and of course, their brains to answer the questions. Because of this, the library will be closed during those 2 class periods. So if you walk by there,